Hello everyone, it's April the 10th. I'm really late to this game today. Alright, let's try to do this as fast as we can. Baseball games. Alright, I have 9 minutes. Let's see, it's an easy problem. Hopefully it will be fast. And then we're going to try to solve the hard problem I didn't solve yesterday during the contest because I was too sleepy. Alright, baseball game. Baseball game. Oh, come on, I only have 8 minutes left. Oh, okay, you're keeping score for a baseball game with strange rules. The game consists of several rounds where the scores of past rounds may affect future round scores. At the beginning of the game, you start with an empty record. You are given a list of strings where operation I is the ith operation you must apply to the record and is one of the following: an integer, x, record a new score, plus record a new score that is the sum of the previous two scores. It is guaranteed there will always be two previous scores. D, record a new score that is double the previous score. It is guaranteed there will also be a previous score. C, invalidate the previous score. Removing it from the record, it is guaranteed there will be a previous score. Return the sum of all the scores on the record. Alright, so we add 5. Now add 2. C, invalidate and remove the previous score. The D, we double. Plus, we plus the 2. And become, okay. So just follow it, right? Just follow it. Alright. If it's just follow then there's basically no brain involved. I don't have to think. Just do it. Alright, have 7 minutes. Come on. Come on. You got this. You got this. 7 minutes. Alright, so basically what we're doing, it's a stack, right? It's a stack. So we set up a stack, and then we go operation one by one. We say for O in OPs, that's called OP in OPs. Alright, and then we say if, let's call it, what's the number representing? So I think it's dot is, if OP dot is num. Actually, I'm not 100% sure. Need to double check this. 1, 2, 3 dot is num. Let's see, is alpha num. Oh, is digit. Is numeric. There we go. Is numeric. Is numeric. Right. If it's numeric, let's stack dot append int op. Right. What else? If it's plus, right? Aleph op is equal to a plus. Then stack dot append stack -1 plus stack -2. Aleph op equals d. What does d do? D will be double, right? And double the previous score and add a new score. So stack dot append stack -1 times 2. Aleph op is equal to c, which we will cancel. Okay, C, which is invalid, so C just stack dot pop, and then we'll return some stack. Alright, I think this one we can just go directly for it. We don't even have to go make any change. Console, run it. Oh, that was not right. Oopsie doozy, what happened? At 4, C invalidate. Huh. How is that? Oops. Oopsie doozy. This is not looking good. Alright, we got error on this. $27. Points or P's. How? Five and minus 2. Wait. Wait, minus is not considered numeric? Oh my god. Minus is not considered numeric. Or OP 0 equal to minus sign. Alright. How is that not numeric? So this one shall be right. It's weird. Alright. Ooh, with 2 minutes to spare. Okay, 2 minutes to spare. The only surprise is that negative values, negative numbers are not considered numeric directly by dot is numeric function call. $65. Right. $37. Okay. Right, how could you solve this in different ways? Stack. Yeah, just stack. Ah, okay. Okay, I see. I see what you're doing there. That's actually that is smarter. Wait, do this, and we just do else. We can check for numeric at the end. Thus, at the end, thus avoiding the direct check for negative values. I suppose this will be faster because we're eliminating some of the if-else check. I was going to say faster, but no. All right, that's all right. Oh, really? You're using vector, right? Oh, using deck. Oh, we just pop it twice. Well, depending on the, yeah, you just pop twice. All right, let's go back to this, which is a problem from yesterday. I didn't submit anything because it was wrong, right? I was trying to do it, but it was wrong. Where's the discussion? Okay, discussion. Just want to go to the problem. I don't want to see anything. So when I get there, we immediately go to the question. So I just close my eyes and immediately shift. And now I kind of have to think about this problem again. I'm kind of forgetting what it is. Oh, come on. Don't show anything. I don't want to see. I do not want to see. All right, now I think I pressed it too many times. Deadlocked. All right, here we go. So the question is asking, adding one flower, right? You have this many flowers to add. So what I do is I create a counter for all the flowers and add both of this, which is fine. And then if the high larger than target, then we cannot add to it. So we just move the high, so 2 pointers, the right pointer move to a position that's smaller than the target, and the low will just be on low. And then we say low to high, and then we say unit increment if we do a full increment. And a full means we're gonna add this amount, right, to the highest flower. And by doing that, we can gain certain points, which is the full point. And by doing that, we can calculate the per unit increase by doing this. And also do the partial is also unit. So the unit increase in partial, I think this probably is not right. The unit increase in partial, I say, is the counter. Wait, hold on. So unit increase. So I want to add this. So we get one more. So we add this. If I increase the smallest value, right? We increase the smallest value by that much, then we always increase by 1, right? Increase by 1. So shouldn't that be the partial divided by counter? Oh, that's correct. Partial divided by, because you increase by 1, which is by partial, by that, and divide by the total number of you have to give, right? And we say if the full is larger or equal to the partial, right? Which means getting full is more beneficial. So I just add full. And also the new flowers. We have enough new flowers to give, right? Then flowers minus equal to target minus this, and then high just minus equal 1. So we basically set that into the high, then with high minus equal 1. If partial is larger, and it's larger equal to this, so flowers minus equal to this, correct. Uniques low. Uniques low plus equal to 1. So uniques low, so the minimum increases. Okay, and we say if uniques low plus 1, which is the next one, is equal to uniques low, so they are the same, then counter uniques low plus 1 plus equal to So we have that many more, right? Next low. Okay. Then low plus equal, we just move to low plus 1. Okay. Else. What's the else? Else basically just say we have nothing, no new flowers to give. New flowers to give, we're going to break out. And eventually, we're going to do the full times line unique. We want to know how many, right? How many. So we have high. Let's see. Do we need a math.inf? We do, because the low can go to the end. And the high can, yeah, we do need it, okay. So how many? Line unique, so total length, right? So high will stop at a position that is not. So if we have, let's say, 0, 1, 2, and something, right? And then we stop at 0, it's supposed to be 2. So with 4 minus this minus 2. Yeah, that looks correct. Plus partial. Times uniques. So low plus equal 1. Low is pointing to the current, right? The current smallest. So it should be low. The low is pointing to the current smallest. Well, if this passes, that I'll be very angry because I basically did this yesterday. Oh Lord, the input is just so long. Oh my God. 14. So this I'll count, if this passes, right? This I'll still count as greedy. Because it is greedy, if you think about it. Flowers, new flowers, target, full, partial. Oh my God, flowers, new flowers, target, full, partial. Alright. Counter is not defined. Oh, I have this problem yesterday. Ew, it is not correct. How about this? What's this? Okay. That's fine. We take a look of what happened. Alright, so what do we do? We print here, let's print here. Print low, high, uniques. Low, high, uniques. Okay, let's do counter as well. One and two. And then, probably, let's do a little bit more. What? Counter and uniques. These two can be, let's put it here. Print counter and uniques. I need counter this. That's it. And this I want unit, increase full, and unit, increase partial. Alright, unit increase full is 4, right? So the new flowers, we have 6, right? I have 6 new flowers. No, 7. We have 7 new flowers. And unique's high is 3. Target is 6. We need 3, right? We need 3. So we say new flowers minus equal to 3. So new flowers shall be, how do we break out? That didn't make any sense. How do we break out right here? Huh? Wait, did we come here? Yeah, we did. So new flower is 4. That is correct. New flower is 4. Oh, low is smaller, equal to. They can be pointing the same thing. Okay. So target minus unique. I can do that. How should I say it? Because target minus unique, I can morph this into it. So okay, do if nows, right? We can say, I can do it here, right? Do as this, if this, else, just gonna be 0, right? And then this is the same thing, which is just saying if it's possible. If it's not possible, then we don't even bother. Else 0, right? And then with that, we don't need this, and we don't need this. And we have division by 0. What the hell? Division by 0. So this is larger than this. Wait, where division by 0? Here, division by 0. Oh, this is good. Below doesn't change. Okay. Division by 0? How do we divide by 0? This one 0? Counter unique's low. Low and low both 1. Right? Counter this is 3. I don't understand. What the hell? It is 0. How? Hold. What happened to low? Yeah, low is 1. What happened to unique? Two. Oh, counter two. Oh, I see. I see. So uniques has to have an else. Then uniques low plus one. No, uniques because counter equals hold on. So uniques low, right? I plus equal to 1 because it means the unique the low, the minimum value increases. Now increases to 2. So now the 2, if it's not equal to, then it should be the same value as before, which is uniques low minus 1. Yeah. Okay, we just need to, so this one give us both a 0. If both are 0, both are 0. If both are 0, that means there's no increment, right? So we say if larger than 0, then this is also. But this could be 0. No, this shouldn't be. Should be if this is larger than this, and neither of these are 0. Right? Hold on. So basically we say if both are 0, right? If this, but the 0 could also be because just divided by this. Now I do a single one, so it will never become 0. Right? It will just become 0 point something. Yeah, so if this is a 0, right, and this is equal to 0, which means I cannot improve anymore, then we break. Okay?
Why?
So that's that. Let's try this one. Okay, so let's fix this one. Again, let's go print uniques and counter, right? So every time coming in, let's print low and high, and uniques. I just do it this way. Okay. So apparently that's coming in, and then so first step, what we did was we increment. Wait, what do we do? Hold on. Let me make this more explicit. Okay? Let me make this more explicit. How do we make this more explicit? Now we don't have to make it more explicit. We just go in the high 0, 1, 2, 3. Right? We stuck at 3. And then the first step, we shall give it to 5. And we go 3. Alright, it doesn't make any sense, right? No, it does not make any sense. So let me also print full partial. So full will give me 2. Partial will give me 6. Okay, because partial is 6 points. And currently have, so everything is by itself. So basically we say improve 2 to 3, I get 6 points. And improve 4 to 5, I get 2 points. So I improve this to 3, right? So I get, okay, so improve to 3. And this one move to here, so that's 2. Okay, perfect. And then next round, so it's 3, right? And then we say we improve to 4. That we need 2. Yes, we have 2 3s. So improve, so 6. That also increases 3 points. And then that is still 2 points. So we say we do that. So we increment to 4, right? So 4 now has 2. No, 4 does not have 2. 4 is supposed to have 3, right? Hold on, so 3, we say low is 2, 0, 1, 2. So low plus equal 1. And if low plus equal 1, that's 4. It's equal to unique low. Counter low plus equal 1, so that's 4. Plus equal to counter uniques low. Oh, that is not right. Okay, so this one plus equal 1. So it have to be minus 1. Yeah, then 4 becomes 3. So the last step, both is the same, right? Both is the same. And now how we can only do 2, so I already, well, I can only do 5. So I did 1, did 3, we have 2 left. So, wait, hold on. No, new flower is 10. I have a lot left. New flower is 10. So in this case, I can increase this amount, so 4, right? Because now the lowest is 4. The lowest is 4, highest is 5. So the 5 increase once to give me 2. And the lowest 4 we need to increase to 5, right? 4 we want to increase to 5. That requires, oh, so at the end, I see what happens. So at the end, oh, so we did add 4 to 5 and 3. So in this case, I just get that to 5. Wait, hold on. This is not helping. I want to read. Let me redo this. I have 3, 4. Basically, I have 3, 4, and a 1, 5. Right? I have 3, 4, and a 1, 5. You know what? Let me write it out. We have 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? So we start at 1.22, 1.24. We say partial is 6 points. And full is 2 points. So if we go full, then we get 2 points. If we go this plus 3, then we get 6 points. So we say, okay, we raise this to 3. Right? And then need to raise this to 4, right? So that requires to get 2, so that's 3 points, and then so we can raise it to 2 to 4. So now we have 4, 4, 4, 5, right? 4, 4, 4, 5. Now 4, 4, 4, 5. We have, if we raise, oh shoot, here we go. If we raise all the 4s to 5, which means oh, hold on. So that's already here. So we're at 3, 3, 4 stage, right? So the next one, we say if we want to go up, now we add 4, 4, 4 stage, right? So both point to the same, and it will break out. Okay, so now we break out. They're both pointing to the same. So basically, now the choice is, because they're pointing the same, and we have 3 of them, then we have plenty. We have plenty of new flowers to do. So what we can do is, well, if we turn everything into full, well, if we add 1, right, if we add 1, then everything becomes full. Then everything becomes full. Then the final will be 4, 5. Let me think. It's convoluted, right? I feel like convoluted. Every step we're trying to improve to get a maximum score. Okay, so we want to get a maximum score. And the last step, because they're all the same value, okay? They are all the same value. So if we do increase 3, then eventually we get 5. All right, 5 times 3 flowers, 0, 0, and 2 flowers. Oh, it must have an incomplete garden, otherwise it won't count. It will not count. If there's no incomplete garden. Okay. That will only happen if when we get out. Okay. So when we get out the if the complete and the incomplete. Now we believe low is pointing to incomplete, right? So if low is going to become complete, then we shall stop that. But low will become complete if low and high meet each other. If they do not meet each other, then it's fine. If they meet each other, that means they merge, right? They merge. Or they merge, then high needs to be pointing to the actual, right? The actual. Wait, hold on. No. Doesn't matter where low and high goes. High is every time we try to see if we get high, how much we can get, and then we get low, how much we can get, right? And then we just keep going, and eventually we'll hit a point, right, where the high and the low meet each other. If they don't meet each other, so which means the low plus 1 equals high. Yeah, they will. They will have to meet each other. But the low will only increment 1, and the high can increment however many we want. But if there's only one value, if there are two values, if low and high are pointing to do two different values, then low can increment and high can increment, right? And then they won't be the same because they're two different values. It's only if they're the same value, right? If they're the same value and then increment, that will be the same. If they're two different values, low can increment, high can increment, and they don't hurt each other. So you're saying that we need to get out when the two values are the same, right? If they're the same. But still, even if they're the same, 4 can increment by 1. And if I increment by 1, it does not get to it still remain incomplete, right? The goal now is to keep it incomplete, because it's only when it's incomplete can we earn points, right? So in this step, you know what? This feels convoluted. Let's look at the hints. For hints. So we choose K gardens to be complete. Is there an optimal way of choosing which gardens to plant more flowers to achieve this? if we choose k gardens to be complete, okay, for a given k, we should greedily fill up the k gardens with the most flowers planted already. This gives us the most remaining flowers to fill up the other gardens. What's k? So any one, so k can be any value. And then we go the other way. Can thus try every possible k is to find the highest minimum flowers we can obtain by planting the remaining flowers in the other gardens. To find the highest minimum, we can use binary search to find the most optimal way of planting. Did you understand? So what it's saying is, if we want to plant one flower to the highest garden, again, we can ignore everything that's this, right? So we say we plant one flower. Then we say if we want to plant one flower to make one of them optimal, so we do 4, right? We do it on 4. So we do it on 4, because we have a total of 10 flowers. Well, we have three pots, right? We have 2, 3, and 4. 5, we just don't consider that. It's already full. So in this case, we can do basically 3 rounds, right? So we can say we plant one flower to get one of them full, right? Get 2 lots, we get one of them full, recurrently plant one flower, and we have remaining 9 flowers. If we want to 2 them full, right, then we need to use 3 flowers, so we have 7 left. To have all of them full, then we need to use 6 flowers and get 4 flowers full. So for each, right, because at the end it's gonna be some lowest flowers, some incomplete flowers. Now we try to get incomplete flowers as high as possible, right? So incomplete flowers and some flowers in between, and some fulfilled flowers. So basically the question is, with the remaining 9 flowers, how high can I raise the bar for the incomplete flowers, right? So the highest incomplete flowers can go is the target -1, so it's 4, right? It's 4. So we say to raise to 4, to raise everybody to 4, how many can we raise by using 9 flowers? How many can we raise? Well, because I chose this to be, well, of course we can choose 0, right? 0, then, so 0 is full. So we have 10 left, right? We have 10 left, and then to get to as high as possible. Okay? So given that much, we can do an array to reach, now to reach the highest. We can say we can reach 3. Can we reach 4 given the current? Okay. So we say, okay. So how much do we need? Because it's the minimum number of flowers, incomplete, times by partial. So if I get the minimum as high as possible, that's definitely good. So the minimum, so we say 4, or binary search. I saw a binary search, where we realize where we land at. So we find a position where we land at, and yeah, we can do bisect left. So we know where we land at, and then we find the sum of this. right? So by finding the sum of these, I know how many is already there, and to turn them all to 4, how much do we need? Right. So yeah, we have the sum of this, and say sum of them is a 5. To turn them all to 4, we require 8, so we need to end 3. And we can do 3 because we have 10 left. So in this case, the score will be 1 times 5 1 times 5 plus 4 times 6. No, 1 times 1. Now 2 times 1. Right. 2 times 1. Because I have 1, that's 5. And then we have 4 times 6. Okay. Now we say we want one of them to be 4. Okay. So for one of them, oh, yeah, when I say 0 to be 4, the 0 of the new things to be 4. So if we do one of them 4, then basically at the end we have 2, right? We have 2, that's 4. That's 2 times 2. Plus 4 times 6. Because basically you do the same thing. You say, okay, in this case we can still get everybody to 4. Oh my god. I'm having a problem with the pencil. Yeah, so I think the idea is to set the number of that to be full, and then among the remaining, right? Among the remaining, we try to find out if the remaining can be made to the largest they can be made. Okay, the largest they can be made. And how do I find that? The largest they can be made. I have the remaining of new flowers I can use, right? And let's say I also have, or I don't have, I have a cumulative sum, okay? I have a cumulative sum of No, that's not true. I have to add the difference between these two. So yeah, so that's still a piece I don't know. How do I know how many I can convert? Well, we have to convert to the largest possible. And we want to know how to convert to the largest possible. We can binary search so I know where I land, right? And then I have everybody in front of me. So what you're saying, we simply just go through the motion, find out how much is needed. So everybody minus this, right? So 2 minus 4 plus 3 minus 4. Then it's just 2 plus 3 minus 4, right? 2 plus 3 is 5. And we need, so yeah, this is a cumulative sum. The cumulative sum of how many flowers are in those previous spots. How many flowers in total? So I binary search, and now we're looking at how many flowers in the front. And then we do the minus to see if it's possible. If it's not possible, then we move to another one, see if it's possible, then we go. So we try to find the biggest, right? We're trying to find the biggest minimum that can fit 10, that can fit the given flowers. And that's for that situation. So that's O n log n. Okay. Well, by reading this, it's that's basically the whole solution. All right, let's code it up. Nah, I feel okay. That I didn't solve it. Fine, that's fine. That's totally fine. Totally fine. But anyway, so we're gonna have uniques, right? And this. Now what we want to find is sum, prefix and presum. Right? And presum, because of list accumulate. Ooh, this is interesting. Accumulate. Hold on, let's do this from iter tools. Import accumulate. So the accumulate is going to be unique times counter, right? So that's going to be for u in uniques, u times counter u. So that's the prefix sum. And now all of these are out of the water. So what we want right now is to pop. You know what? We need to pop, right? So these are the number of full already existing. So number of full. So num full is going to be 0. And now we say while uniques minus 1 is larger or equal to target, right? If it's larger equal to target, num full plus equal 1 and uniques dot pop. We just pop on the back. So pop until we hit a value that's smaller, right? Now we have a number of full. And then we have prefix sum, right? Now we can do, we say, what do we say? Additional full, right? So additional full, so add full is 0. Okay. While While what? While we can do. So while additional for. While we can still do additional for. Let's just say while true. Okay? We're going to do the condition inside. So let's say while true. Okay. So first we need to find how many flowers is needed to fulfill additional for, right? So additional for. It is going to be full needed, right? How much we need is going to be pre-sum, right? Pre-sum minus 1 minus pre-sum minus 1. That's column minus additional for, right? If we want 1 additional for, then it's minus 1, boom, move it forward, right? So actually in this case, we can actually say for additional for in range, right, 0 to should be len uniques. So the most we can turn everybody into this, right? So we say len uniques. And what needed is pre-sum minus 1, the total number, right, currently we have, right? Total number we have minus, so we want to know if additional for is 1, that was minus 1 and a minus 1. So we minus 2 basically. So pre-sum minus 1 minus pre-sum. So that's the last one, which for 1, right? So that's the number we have, which is not true, right? Which is not true because no, it is true. It is true because prefix sum, we would do the prefix sum this way. So it is true. So that's the total number that is at the last position, right? At the last position, how many we have. And then we're going to see to make them into full how much we need. So it's going to be target times additional full minus this, right? So this is the total full we need, right? And then we just say if full needed is larger than new flowers, that break. That's just, we cannot add more. Otherwise, right? Otherwise, we have additional full, we have full needed, so we say remaining, right? So remaining flowers remain will equal to new flowers minus full needed. Yeah, we can just do this. The flowers remain is smaller than 0. That will break. Okay, so we have flowers remain. So with these flowers remain, our goal is to find what is the largest value that's smaller than 4 that we can fit into the remaining values. Okay. So now we have a low and a high. So we're going to binary search it, right? So we have low and a high. So low is going to be 0. High has to be len unique. Oh, in this case, let's call n equals len unique. Okay, call len uniques. All right, so this is going to be n minus additional 4, right? So within this range, right? Within this range, well, actually going to be minus 1, right? So within this range, given flowers remain, what is the largest can we hit? What is the largest that we can hit? So what we're gonna do is that's the range. It's not low and high, right? That's not low and high. What are we gonna do? What's low and what's high? Well, low is going to be because, well, I don't know. What is low? High shall be target minus 1, right? And low is, we cannot go lower than that. Low, okay, so low, let's say low is equal to uniques 0, right? High is going to be target minus 1. Now, we say while low is smaller than high, mid equals, we can use the technique we know, low plus high minus 1, plus 1, because we want to find the largest, right? We want to find the last element that satisfies this. So we want to find the largest. So mid is equal to that, right? Mid is equal to, that's the value. Now we need to find, given this value, right? Given this value, now what are you doing, man? Given this value, we want to see when you bisect left as well. So from bisect import bisect left. All right, so this is the mid value. This is the partial value we want, and we want to see is if this one's possible. If it's possible, then we can make it even bigger. And how do we see if it's possible? Then we just say binary search. We say bisect left, all right, uniques, and the mid value, right? So once we do that, it will be inserted in a certain position, and we can say index minus 1, right? Index minus 1. Okay. With mid, okay, then we want to know to increment everybody to this value. How much do we need, right? How much do we need? So we say it's going to be minus 1, unless index equals to 0. If index is not equal to 0, if index is equal to 0, then the amount we need is just 0. Right? It's just 0. So we just say partial needed. Alright? So if index is equal to 0, then which is 0. Which that just means that the mid is equal to the smallest value. Right? It's equal to the smallest value. So if it's equal to the smallest value, then we don't need to need anything. Right? We don't need to add anything. Otherwise, it's going to be pre-sum index minus 1. right? Because index is basically larger than the biggest smaller value. So the index minus 1 will give us the total sum of that, and we need to do mid is the value I want to get times something minus this times what? Times the total number, right? We want to know the total number. I just realized this additional 4 is not right. This should be J. This should be I. Like how many positions we want to turn from right to left, right? So yeah, this should be I. How many positions we want to turn, right? And this is I. And we can say additional 4, right? How many we want to turn? Additional 4 shall equal to wow, we have the prefix sum. Oh, hold on. Additional 4, right? That's not right. Additional 4. I need to go one by one. Think again. Think again. We do one by one. So that's how we sort the flowers. And then from right to left, we can actually do additional 4, right? And now we can do prefix sum. Yeah, it will be easier without using counter. Okay. Okay, let's see this. Let's do this. Flowers dot sort. So we sort the flowers, right? And then if we don't have the pop. Flowers is sort. Okay. And then what? Okay, well J is index on the right, so start moving toward the center and to the first spot. And then I can go from here, keep moving in, right? Keep moving on this one to be. So every time we do, we got a 1 additional 4, and then we want to basically count how many we need. That's prefix sum can do that. Okay, so flowers are sort. Num4 is J. So J, let's say, equals to len flowers minus 1. And we say while flowers J is larger than this, then J minus equal 1, right? Until a point where J, okay, so the prefix sum is just going to be flowers, okay? Now this doesn't need, so we say for I in range, actually we just want to know how many, right? How many we want to turn into. Or we can just say, I will just start from this position, right? But we want to do numbers. So we can do 0. Well, 0. J is the index, right? So it should be J plus 2, right? Because J is the index. J is the index. So J plus 1 will be the actual number, but I want to go the total numbers. So this is additional number of full, okay? So now we count full needed, right? How do we count that? So it's going to be target times additional full, so that's the total we want, minus what we currently have, which is pre-sum j, right? Pre-sum j. All right, that will be it. I'll keep doing this tomorrow. Adios.